I'm kind of curious about how much all these liberals and people defending Nicolás Maduro know about the kind of person that he is. So, just in case you guys aren't aware or haven't bothered to do any research, I mean, it's so simple just to do a quick little Google search, AI, just like, hey, give me a list of sources that have the accusations against Maduro for his humanitarian crimes, and feed it some information like, and please don't include anything from recent 2024 to 2025 happenings in Venezuela. And then, I mean, come on, guys, you have to train your AI. You have to train it to be honest and unbiased, and you have to badger it into finding the truth for you sometimes. But, us lazy people, we don't want to do the research and go to the library. So thanks for AI. So here's what I got. Nicolás Maduro's government has been accused of numerous and systematic humanitarian crimes, many of which amount to crimes against humanity by various international bodies, including the UN and OAS. These accusations are distinct from the recent drug and weapons trafficking charges related to his extraction or deposition from Venezuela. You call it kidnapping, call it whatever you want. Whatever, we don't care. The primary humanitarian accusations against Maduro and his regime since he took power include extrajudicial killings and arbitrary deprivation of life. Reports indicate that security forces, including the Special Actions Forces, FAES, have been responsible for thousands of arbitrary or unlawful killings, often attempting to cover them up by staging scenes to look like confrontations. Arbitrary arrests and detention. The government is accused of widespread arbitrary detentions of political opponents, protesters, and human rights defenders, often without judicial orders or regard to due process. Torture and inhuman treatment. There are credible and extensive reports of security forces regularly torturing and abusing detainees. Methods allegedly used include electric shock, beatings, sexual violence, including rape, stress positions, asphyxiation, and denial of medical care. Enforced disappearances. Authorities have been accused of short-term and long-term enforced disappearances where the whereabouts or condition of detainees are not disclosed to their families or legal representation. Repression of protests and dissent. Oh, this is a good one. The regime has systematically used violence, intimidation, and force to clamp down on peaceful demonstrations and silence the opposition, leading to a climate of fear. That sounds kind of diametrically opposed to the Orange Man and the guy that you all hate and what he's doing. He lets you guys go wild. Weird. Suppression of freedoms. The government is accused of an assault on civic space, including censorship, blocking media outlets, persecuting journalists and human rights defenders, and restricting freedoms of expression, assembly, and association. Humanitarian crisis. The government's actions, coupled with economic mismanagement, have led to a severe humanitarian crisis characterized by food and medicine shortages and extreme poverty. This crisis has forced an estimated 8 million Venezuelans to flee the country, creating the largest displacement crisis in Latin America's recent history. Denial of fair trial and impunity. The lack of judicial independence has contributed to widespread impunity for these crimes, with judges and prosecutors often disregarding legal provisions and using the judiciary to target critics. Use of military courts for civilians. Oh, that's weird. I didn't even know about that one. The government has been accused of prosecuting civilians in military courts. Weird. Anyway, the humanitarian accusations have been consistently documented in reports by organizations such as Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, the UN Independent International Fact-Finding Mission on Venezuela, and the General Secretariat of the Organization of American States. And some of the sources, I've got 12 sources. We've got Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, Al Jazeera, Geneva Solutions, OAS.org, BBC, OHCHR, U.S. Department of State.gov, Global Center for the Responsibility to Protect, U.S. Department of State.gov, U.S. Department of State.gov, Time Magazine, U.S. Mission to the Organization of American States, Jurist.org, and AP News. So Guys, go out there and inform yourself, educate yourselves, quit talking about stuff you have no clue about. And yeah, this guy right here, what's his name? Dennis Herrera. He's a great commentary. He's looking to be a politician in the state of Washington. Bless this man, Dennis Herrera. I don't know if you can see his information there.
Trillions of dollars today. And Jimmy Carter gave it away for $1. It was also the most profitable thing ever built.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's from Honduras. He's an immigrant, and he's a true patriotic American. It's kind of funny that a lot of the white guilt proponents and just the deluded talking heads are less of an American than my brother, who's from Honduras, and my family, who's from the Philippines. We stand for Trump. We stand for Jesus Christ. And we're not racist. We love people. We don't hate people. We give people the benefit of the doubt. And one of those people include Trump. We don't worship Trump. We're not MAGA. We realize that Trump is just a man in God's hands, just like you and me, just like the rest of us. He has flaws. He's made mistakes. He's probably done some evil, dirty deeds. I have. Have you? God is changing me, and I think that God can change Trump too if he wants to. And I believe that he's doing it. And I have faith in God that his hand is on all these situations that are going on in Venezuela, Minnesota, here in the streets, all across the world, Nigeria. Hey. God, we need you. We need you, Jesus. Heal America, heal our hearts, bring us together as people that are atheists, that don't believe in God. Come together and unite with Christians, with Muslims, with Hindus. Let's come together and have a discussion and stop hating each other and start communicating and start loving and start doing what God called us to. We need to fight for our freedoms. We need to fight for the love that we hold in our hearts for each other. And we can't do that if we look at someone else and hate them because of what they believe or who they support. You don't know somebody's heart. You don't know somebody's motives. You don't know somebody's intentions just because of the check that they put on a box when there was really two options that we had. Do you remember the other option? Can you imagine the state of emergency that our country would be in right now if America had taken and chosen that option as opposed to Trump? Yeah. I didn't vote for Trump in his first term. I didn't vote for him or Biden in the second term. I've never voted for any politician because I don't trust politicians. I just don't. I've only ever voted for like propositions and policies and stuff like that, and never put my vote and my trust in a person. But I feel like we were all forced to. Just as a Christian man, as a man of faith, there's no way that I could stand in alignment with the things that are going on in the Democratic Party today. It's ridiculously insane, and it's ugly. And America doesn't want a part of it. And you guys, if you don't get your stuff together and start trying to get votes from people other than your constituents that are under your delusion, you guys are just going to keep failing. So switch up your tactics. They're not working. Start trying to come at us with a little bit of honesty and a little bit of integrity and humility. And we might actually start listening to the things that you have to say. Stop promoting civil war. Stop promoting World War III. Who's promoting these things? Who wants to see the destruction of the world and see it burn down? I was watching a live stream the other day with some liberals, on their live stream, and the title of it was, "Let's watch the world burn together." Come on, man. It's disgusting. Who wants to watch the world burn? Don't you have children? Don't you have a family? Don't you have at least friends that do? Don't you give a crap about the next generation? Let's invest. Let's invest in this next generation. Let's not try to tear each other down while they're watching us, while they're learning what we're doing. Our children are watching and they're learning. What are you trying to teach them? I'm trying to teach them Christ. I'm trying to teach them love. I'm trying to teach them acceptance of people, no matter whether you agree with them or not. To turn the other cheek when it's not worth the fight. And to draw up swords out of plowshares and wrap millstones around people's necks when they're doing things that the word tells us to do in those situations, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't know, just some thoughts I wanted to spitball against you guys and see if you guys have any thoughts. Please leave them in the comments. Love you guys. God bless. I'll talk at you soon. Fight.